Welcome to Bible Trivia Quizmasters. Today, we're going to test your Bible knowledge with 15 challenging Bible questions that cuts across the entire Bible. Are you ready? Remember to subscribe and share this video. Also, share your comments at the end. 1. Where did Jesus say, my God, why have you forsaken me?" A. On the cross. B. At the Last Supper. C. At the Garden of Gethsemane. D. On the Mount of Olives. The correct answer is A. On the cross. Jesus uttered these words while he was being crucified, as recorded in the Gospels of Matthew 27:46 and Mark 15:34. 2. Who was the first person to see Jesus after his resurrection? A. Peter. B. John. C. Mary Magdalene. D. James. The correct answer is C. Mary Magdalene. She was the first person to see Jesus after his resurrection. Mark 16:9. When Jesus rose early on the first day of the week, he appeared first to Mary Magdalene, out of whom he had driven 7 demons. 3. Who was the disciple who doubted Jesus' resurrection until he saw him? A. Peter. B. John. C. Thomas. D. Andrew. The correct answer is C. Thomas. He is often referred to as Doubting Thomas because he doubted Jesus' resurrection until he personally saw him and touched his wounds, as recorded in the Gospel of John 20:24-29. John 20:27. Then he said to Thomas, "Put your finger here. See my hands. Reach out your hand and put it into my side. Stop doubting and believe." 4th, which gospel is the longest? A. Luke. B. Mark. C. Matthew. D. John. The correct answer is A. Luke. The Gospel of Luke is the longest of the 4 Gospels, containing 24 chapters and a total of 1,151 verses. It encourages believers to seek understanding and clarity in their faith, reminding them that faith is supported by evidence and the experiences of those who witnessed Christ's life and teachings firsthand. Who was healed by Jesus at the pool of Bethesda? A. Lazarus. B. Jairus' daughter. C. The paralytic. D. The man born blind. The correct answer is C. The paralytic. Jesus healed a man who had been an invalid for 38 years at the pool of Bethesda, as recorded in the Gospel of John 5:5-9. John 5:5-9. Then Jesus said to him, "Get up, pick up your mat, and walk." At once the man was cured. He picked up his mat and walked. This story serves as a reminder that Jesus is always present, ready to heal and restore, even in seemingly hopeless situations. 6. Who witnessed Jesus' transfiguration? A. Peter, James, and John. B. Peter and Andrew. C. John and Thomas. D. James and Judas. The correct answer is A. Peter, James, and John. These 3 disciples witnessed the transfiguration of Jesus, where his appearance was transformed, revealing his divine glory. According to Matthew 17:1-2, Jesus led them up a high mountain by themselves. There he was transfigured before them as his face shone like the sun, and his clothes became as white as the light. 7. Where was Jesus baptized? A. The Jordan River. B. The Sea of Galilee. C. The Red Sea. D. The Dead Sea. Jesus was baptized in the Jordan River by John the Baptist to signify the beginning of his public ministry and exemplifies the importance of baptism in the Christian faith. Today, baptism symbolizes the washing away of sin and the initiation into a life of faith. It reminds us of our commitment to follow Christ and live according to his teachings. 8. In the parable of the 10 virgins, what did the wise virgins bring with them? A lamps and oil. B. Candles. C. Lamps and wicks. D. Oil and wine. The correct answer is A. Lamps and oil. In the parable of the 10 virgins, the wise virgins brought oil for their lamps, ensuring they were prepared for the bridegroom's arrival. This is according to Matthew 25, 1-4. The parable emphasizes the importance of being prepared and vigilant in our faith, ready for Jesus' return. The wise virgins represent those who are spiritually prepared for the coming of Christ, while the foolish virgins symbolize those who neglect their spiritual responsibilities. 9. Which gospel records the fewest miracles? A. Matthew, B. Mark, C. Luke, D. John. The correct answer is D. John. The Gospel of John records the fewest miracles compared to the Synoptic Gospels, Matthew, Mark, and Luke, focusing more on the theological significance of Jesus' identity and his teachings. John 20:30-31. Jesus performed many other signs in the presence of his disciples, which are not recorded in this book. But these are written, that you may believe that Jesus is the Messiah, the Son of God, and that by believing you may have life in his name. 10. Which disciple brought Nathanael to Jesus? A. Peter. B. Philip. C. Andrew. D. John. The correct answer is B. Philip. Philip is the disciple who brought Nathanael to Jesus, as described in the Gospel of John. John 1:45, NIV. Philip found Nathanael and told him, "We have found the one Moses wrote about in the law and about whom the prophets also wrote, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph." Today, this act emphasizes the importance of evangelism and sharing one's faith with others. It highlights that every believer has a part to play in introducing others to Christ. In which book did Jesus teach, "Love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you"? A. Matthew. B. Mark. C. Luke. D. John. The correct answer is A. Matthew. Jesus teaches to love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you in the Gospel of Matthew during his Sermon on the Mount. Matthew 5:44. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. This teaching calls Christians to practice a radical form of love, one that goes beyond human instincts of retaliation. It is a reminder that love should be unconditional, and forgiveness should be extended even to those who oppose us. Who is called the Apostle of Justice for standing up for fairness and righteousness? A. John. B. James. C. Peter. D. Paul. The correct answer is B. James. James, often referred to as James the Just, is recognized for his strong advocacy of justice, fairness, and righteousness, particularly in his leadership of the early church in Jerusalem. His epistle emphasizes the importance of caring for the poor and living a righteous life. He teaches Christians that faith is not just about belief, but about action. True faith should manifest in caring for the marginalized, seeking justice, and living out one's beliefs in practical, everyday ways. Standing up for what is right is a call to all who follow Christ. 13. To which city did Paul travel on his first missionary journey? A. Antioch. B. Ephesus. C. Corinth. D. Rome. The correct answer is A. Antioch. Paul began his first missionary journey from Antioch in Syria. This city served as the launching point for his missions to spread the gospel to non-Jewish populations across Asia Minor. Antioch represents the power of mission and the importance of spreading the gospel beyond one's community. Paul's journey emphasizes the call to evangelize and share Christ's message with the world, reminding Christians to step beyond their comfort zones in faith and witness. 14. What is the purpose of the armor of God, according to Ephesians 6? A. To impress others. B. To defend against spiritual attacks. C. To promote physical strength. D. To gain wealth. The correct answer is B. To defend against spiritual attacks. According to Ephesians 6, the armor of God is given to believers to stand firm against the schemes of the devil and spiritual forces of evil. Ephesians 6:11. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. 15. How did God respond to Moses when he asked for his name? A. I am who I am. B. Call me Almighty. C. I am the Creator. D. I am the King. The correct answer is A. I am who I am. When Moses asked God for his name at the burning bush, God responded with this profound statement, which reveals his eternal and self-existent nature. Exodus 3:14. God said to Moses, I am who I am. This is what you are to say to the Israelites. I am has sent me to you. I am shows that God exists beyond time and space and is always present for his people. Congratulations, you made it to the end. Please leave a comment below with how much you have scored. Remember to subscribe to our channel for more trivia questions. Until next time, bye.